Master Grade Sazabi, version Ka. What is up again, everybody? It's Robert 184, 2Rs2Bs, gundam.tk, and I gotta say, what do you say, and build fighters, time for you guys to head off to the kids' table because it's dinner time, and the adults are all gathered around because the holidays, Christmas, all of them have come early. It's the Master Grade Sazabi version, Ka Hajime, long awaited, and I've just gotta say, from the minute you lay eyes upon this box and the cover art and everything else, this is a beast. And I cannot wait to delve in and see all the goodies that Santa has put in our stocking, by which I mean this box. Ho 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 with a December 2013 release. Bandai and Sunrise have absolutely outdone themselves here with their cover art incredible on the familiar white background. This being a double-sized box, well, you can see that there's room for two. So why not show them all hulked out? Here's the MS number, MSN04, the Sazabi version Ka Hajime, Char Aznavour's mobile suit for new type, of course, being the key factor down there. And the price, 9,000 yen, and there's all the same information in Japanese. Don't forget, for Gunpla, new and old across every grade and price point, well, you can get it all from the good folks at Hobbylink Japan, and there's links directly below in the description, and yes, Rambaral is allowed to stay here at the adult table. From a character perspective, of course, why is this so significant? Well, I may have to say it 3 times, but the man, the myth, the legend, Char Aznavour, he, the original main protagonist of the main hero, Amuro Ray, and of the famous mask, which he eventually lost by the time the movie Char's Counterattack rolled around. Well, just think how much he graduated from his original Zaku 2 to this non-canon high mobility one. Zagok, Rickdome, Gelgoog, Perfect Zeongu, Perfect Zeongu, Hyakushiki, and a million other ones from mangas in between. Well, just eventually, though, he got into the Sazabi. It may be the perfect fit for him. Remember, though, that in the novels, we did get to see a nightingale, and if this one is going to be 9,000 and this incredible, we can only dream of what a nightingale would entail. But boy, am I not going to bite the hand that feeds me. This is the one that we've all wanted for such a long time. In the context of the models, well, it was a great December last year as well, as we got this monster, long awaited, thanks to the fact that they reduced the size of his swollen head. I wonder if that applies to Amuro as well in Char's Counterattack. But the new Gundam had an old school master grade, and Ka Hajime got his hands all over it, lengthened the legs, added a green inner frame, a psycho frame, that's totally inappropriate, and back adding things from Unicorn, and at the same time it looks incredible, with all sorts of Finfuddle add-ons and good times that can be had. But since these guys tend to come in pairs, the minute that this one was announced, we all were hoping that next December, meaning this one right now, would be bringing us his red rival. And for other good things coming in pairs, well, November of this year, 11 months after its original Master Grade release, the original new Gundam was 5,000, the version Ka bumped up to 7,000, 2,000 yen, well worth it for the features that you're going to be getting. But they definitely jacked the price over double here. They went to 16,000. If you want to get your hands on the bling that is the titanium version there, with the nice gold, rich red, and the navy blue becoming dark black, you'll wonder if we'll be back here next November. Imagine 9,000 for the Sazabi, how much that would cost in titanium. I'm sure there's a lot of people, though, that wouldn't hesitate to drop it. And there is Amuro's new here on the cover of the 2013. Will the Sazabi star on the cover of the 14 if they have it? Well, that would be nice. But you've got to flip all the way through there, and what are you going to find? Well, coming out in 1987 to coincide with the movie, there it is. You've got a 1144th New Gundam, December of 87. February of 1988, you got to get the 1144th Sazabi for 1,000 yen, plus tax. You can see some good guys and bad guys in there. But if you go take a look here, you get the new Gundam in 1/100th in 88, but there was no 1/100th Sazabi for the longest time. But when you head to the Master Grade section, you don't have to travel very long, as MGs were few and far between in terms of their months of releases at the very beginning. But there it is. In 2000, this was a July release, another big month for famous Gunpla to come out. 8,000 yen plus tax there, as you can see him in his nice red. Char Pink is long forgotten there, some nice decals for the shield, and all the standard weapons that you'd expect. And this is noticeable, of course, for its big sideways box. A Master Grade Extra Finish came out not too long ago, which is, of course, a good sign that a 2.0 may be on its way. But then for a proper 1/144th, we had to wait till 2008, when we started getting Char's Counterattack kits. As you can see, the Sazabi right there, 2,800 yen. This was a June 2008 one, but really few and far between for Sazabi releases. Now, besides being Char's last mobile suit, as far as we know, unless they go and wildly change stuff in episode 7 of Gundam Unicorn, which some of us, of course, have our fingers crossed for, well, this is a Katoki Hajime kit, and he gets his hands all over them and lengthens the legs and changes the proportions, almost always for the better, and adds in a ton of decals to boot. So what are we getting here? I'm trying to see off the top of my head. The Gundam, the ball, the wing, crossbone X1, Unicorn, Shinanju, Victory, V-Dash, the full armor Unicorn, the new Gundam, the Stein, and the X2, and the soon-to-be-released X3 Premium Online. But you can see them all with their distinct boxes there, and it's sort of funny that they started out in regular-size master grades before moving on to the big-size box, and now we've got the sideways one, which is perfectly fitting for an absolute monster. Finally, moving on to the model itself, well, wowza, that's my impression here, and he's not even hulked out yet. There's the front, as you can see, multiple shades of red there. The yellow is popping with gray details protruding all over the place there. You can see it in the shield and in the waist armor. And check out those propellant tanks, oversized comically. And that's not a bad thing for me. And they are going to be keeping with the minimalist tradition that Katoki kits have had for years and years. But check that out. You're going to have the visor going up and down there to reveal the cockpit, hopefully. The shoulders are opening up to reveal some it's not clear green, it's nothing like that. Influenced either by the Unicorn retroactively or the new Gundam, but it's still looking cool with the silver there. Some crazy emotion manipulators, the waist skirts, the side skirts are opening up. You can see where the funnels are going to be launching from, some silver in there. This back skirt, which could just be a big block, instead details galore. And at the bottom, it's hard to figure out what that is because there's just so many moving parts in various colors of red for the sides of the legs and for the feet. Massive box and a fitting price, well, for a 23-meter lead bad guy who's filled out, well, that's what you'd expect. So the armaments, as you'd expect, the Mega Particle Cannon, the Shot Rifle, the Beam Tomahawk Sabers, the shield with the missiles built in, 6 funnels, and the new one is going to be the long rifle down there. Let's see how exciting that is. But for me, I'm content with the regular old weapons here, as the beam shot, though, may be looking a little small, but that massive shield, especially if you're going to decal it up, is going to be looking great. The Tomahawk looks good with the clear parts, and you've got some not straight beam sabers there. The funnel, 6 of them are going to be opening, and the long rifle is looking suitably long compared to the beam shot there. It looks like we're going to have multiple colors for the weapons as well to go along with the shades of red. The other side gives you the old shopping list full of features, and none of them are bad there. Frame, mechie parts, verniers, they're all going to be included. The silver frame looks like fun. You're going to have 3, count them 3 shades of red. Thank you, real grade, and now master grade, starting with a 3.0, and a couple earlier than that. The funnel containers are going to be opening. Of course, you've got lots of original marking seals here, including water slides. Yes, if you want to have the mono eye glowing green, you can put in an LED unit there. You've got all the weapons as you'd expect. They're going to be included. And they are going to be giving you some emotion manipulators there. So if you're tired of the old Gundam wing kits, just doing this, well, this is the grown-up opposite of that, it seems. And if you weren't sold already, well, look at this. The Unicorn Gundam started, and then the new Gundam continued retroactively, but look at this. You can see the chest is going to open, the shoulders are going to open, the forearms, the biceps. It looks like the side skirts, the front skirts, and those legs. This is crazy how much silver is going to be exposed. And the back is going to be just as detailed. And yes, baby's got it. That could just be there as a solid block. Instead, you're going to be revealing even more thrusters. Look at how many little yellow and silver thrusters, well, gray ones are going to be popping out. The long rifle looking good in hand as you can see him trudging off to work. Hopefully not for the last time. And maybe Build Fighters has inspired me, but it looks like Bandai's not going to be giving us mechie parts down here. They did give us the clear green before. But a little bit of silver paint could go a long way to making this guy sparkle all the more. So finally, let's get at this box and just see what's inside. Popping yellow to go along with some very rich black there. Gray for the inner frame. Tons, massive clear greens there. Here you've got some more gray, and look at that. Different shades of red. You can see it plain as day from the very beginning. You've got your water slides hidden in there, and there it is. The silver parts, these are looking better than regular silver, as you've got more red, more gray, and more black there. Wow, 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 and more yellow. and more clear parts and the emotion manipulators in case you weren't wowed enough, and somewhere in there a manual's buried, but I can't wait to get these open. Well, if you can't tell already, I am absolutely blown away by the amount of effort that went into designing this, and the plastic looks absolutely incredible, truly worthy to be the predecessor / successor there. I can't wait to get started. So stick around, everybody. It's time to take a look at the plates and the manuals, and of course, see it all put together. Thanks for watching. Please let me know what you think. See ya. Katoki Hajime kits almost always get a second. What do you think? Proto Sazabi? Not Nightingale, do you?